welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, like this video, and you know what to do. Like, I shouldn't have to tell y'all what to do every time we come on this. Y'all know the drill, so I'm feeling kind of good today. I took the day off or whatever to record some content for you guys. Hope my wig is looking okay. I kind of rushed and got ready to, you know, make this video for y'all or whatever. Paid Girl on the Fit. Y'all know my clothing brand that I used to have. I don't know where I'm going with that. I might start that back up, but this is mainly like one of the reasons why I'm doing this video. Guys, if you guys can tell by the title, I know I haven't got business. I haven't talked about business on here a lot for a long time because honestly, ooh, hold on, it feels like something in my eye. Honestly, who takes, I can't believe you right now. BD, nigga, get out your lens. What you talking about? Anyway, back to the video. I'm finna do some more story time. Yeah, I'm finna do this more story time. After I do this video, I'm finna do story time. But look though, I know I haven't been talking about my businesses like that no more. I really solely, like on my last YouTube channel, that's why I had started growing so much, because I was talking about my business and I was in my business real heavy, guys. If you can tell by the title of this video, like it's gonna be basically how I went from making 6 figures to basically now working at 9 to 5, and how I had to cope with that, and how embarrassing it was for me, and how mentally challenging it was for me, and how I had to really get out of like that mentality. Like, I'm going to explain a lot of things, but I feel like I'm now okay to talk about it because it was a lot to deal with. Honestly, like when you're, you know what I'm saying, at that level of success and then things start going wrong that you cannot control, you know, it kind of like breaks your heart. You know what I'm saying? It's like a baby that you built, you know what I'm saying, off nothing, with nothing, literally. So if you guys didn't know, I started my business in August of 2020. That's when we like freshly got into the pandemic and things started closing. I'm sorry, something's in my eye. So that is when we started getting to the pandemic, and that's when we started like low-key like closing down but opening up. I remember in my job, like we were just now opening back up. We were just now okay like to go back to work and stuff. So that's what was going on. Okay, so boom. So it was like in 2020 when the pandemic really started, and then like that was like July of 2020. Like stuff just like, I don't know, my life is full of like unfortunate, you know, like that series, have you ever seen that movie, A Series of Unfortunate Events? Like that's literally like my whole life. Like if I would sit here and tell you my whole life like story like in detail with depth, it'd probably be like a 24-hour like video or whatever. But like, I don't know. Hold on. Okay, so I started my business in August of 2020. So during the pandemic, it had just started. I was working at Goodwill at the time. This is okay before 2020. This is before I started my business. I was working at Goodwill. I started working there, I don't know when, but I was working there during the pandemic. I remember us closing down, right? I was getting paid 60% of my check at Goodwill, and I was able to get unemployment partially. So I was doing good. I was like, okay, baby, I thought I was already saving to get a car and everything. Like I had like so much money like saved up. Like I was just like, okay, I'm on the roll. Like this is just perfect. So boom, we started, they said we can come back to work because I worked in a clothing store. So now we can come back to work or whatever. And July, I think it was July 4th or July 5th. No, it was July 5th or 6th. I got into a major car accident with a 18-wheeler. 18-wheeler hit me in the back. I was minding my business. I was trying to get a new car, but I was still like stacking my money and the car to pass admission. So somebody told me to drive it for 50 miles so the check engine light could go off, or some shit I was doing or whatever. And I had always made it back. So I was deep down in the country past Fairburn or whatever, one of them exits I was on or whatever, and a truck hit me. Like when I look back, you know how sometimes you be in La La Land? I had just woke up. I was trying to hurry up and do that so I can get that out the way because I need to pass admissions. Like I need to get it done. So basically I had to get it done in July because the car was in my mom's name. See, my birthday in August, so the car was in my mom's name and her birthday is July 15th, so I had to get it to pass admission before then. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I was doing. And that was my only transportation back and forth to work, and I had a child. Like I had to get it done, but even though I was saving money to get another car, I wasn't telling nobody I was saving money to get another car because like people around me were just so negative. Like my mom, everybody was just so negative. They didn't even want me to get a job. Like, at that point, like, when I was 15, they didn't want me to get a job. Like, I just had to keep on doing things for myself. So I was saving up to get a car, living at my mom's house, living in a hot ass garage. So yeah, I was trying to make it, bro. I was stacking my money and just, I got hit by the 18-wheeler. Like, I was just so fucking angry at the world. Like, I was so angry at God. I was angry at everything in my life. I was like, why this had to happen to me? I was saving up to get a car, and I don't have nothing. I don't have a job. I don't have a car. Like, now I got to depend on people for stuff. My mom was being an a-hole, wouldn't take me to my doctor's appointments. She went and bought a whole nother car just so I could have her old pluck car, knowing that I can't drive because my leg is messed up, right? And so boom, the dude I was dealing with at the time, which is my ex, so I'm gonna get in that situation. That's a whole nother situation. It's one of the reasons why I'm not in my business no more, honestly, because that played a part of my mental health too. Like, y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. Like, it just, I feel like if I was single and I built my business to a 6-figure, I would have been more successful. I would have been at different heights that I'm at now. Like, if you get what I'm saying, like, I would have had time to figure it out. I would have been focused. You get what I'm saying? I wasn't, you know, I was depressed, all type of shit. I got unhappy with my business, all type of shit, so I'm gonna get into her. So he started taking me to my appointments. Skip past that, I started my business August 2020. I moved out my mom's house into a place with my cousin or whatever. So me and my cousins was roomies. My boyfriend at the time, he was over there all the time, you know, and I built my business from nothing, y'all. I was literally using my money, and I had to pay rent now. Keep that in mind. I had to start paying rent. So my rent, I think, was like $500, $650 or something. $500, $650, I don't know. So my aunt was charging us to stay there, so I paid that much. I paid rent. So mind you, I have no job, no car. I was just getting my unemployment and my short-term disability from my job, Goodwill, and I be forever grateful for them. Like, oh my God, like, the most amazing company. Pay as shit, but without them, like, I don't know where would I be, because they the one that suggested that I can get short-term disability. I was sitting up there acting like I was sitting up there not knowing what I was going to do. Like, then after I started getting my short-term disability, like, for a while after that, they start cutting down my unemployment. So I was like, I'm so happy that I started getting the short-term disability when I did, because they started shorting down my unemployment because we had to go back to work. But I couldn't go back to work because I got into a car accident. So technically I wasn't unemployed. So, like, you get what I'm saying? So it was just a whole lot. So every little cent, every little extra money I had, and then on top of that, I was blessed with food stamps at the time. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. I think I had like $4.50 a month in food stamps. Like, I don't know. I felt like I had nothing, but I had. Now that I'm thinking about it, I had a lot more than I, you know what I'm saying, was grateful for. So, you know, when my unemployment started getting cut off and stuff like that, my short-term disability started getting cut off. I only could get short-term disability, I think, for like 6 months. So, like, I had to start making some shake, but the whole time, like, with every little cent I could, I invested into my business. Before then, I was already dibbling and dabbling on the streets, selling hair, selling bracelets that I made, selling, what else was I selling? Lashes, all types of lip gloss. Like, I've been doing that, like, before I officially started my business, when I was with my mom. But when I started trying to take it serious, and when I started blowing up, like, I started blowing up at the end of 2020 going into 2021. That's when I started making, like, big bucks. Like, that's when I started making like $10,000 a month, $15,000 a month. I think my most was $15,000 a month. But yeah, that's when I started making like money. Like, I start, like, y'all don't understand. Like, okay, boom. At first, like, y'all, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, when I was doing it, I was tight on my money. I didn't have no money for real. But all the money I could, I invested it into my business. I was seeing what worked, and I was doing a lot of trial and error. Didn't nobody teach me nothing. Like, didn't nobody do nothing for me. Like, I didn't even want to tell my family that I had a business, because they so negative. They always like to talk me out of stuff. They always like to, oh, you're not doing it. So I'm the type of person, I'm not gonna show you something until I'm good at it and until I'm successful at it. And I didn't show them my business. They didn't see no evidence of my business until I started being like real successful. So I started making a lot of money, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, because that's just the type of person I am. So in 2020, I started blowing up. I found what worked for me. And this is what the problem was. I never knew this. Like, me being I was in school also. I had dropped out of school too. In 2020 before I got to my car accident too. I was in a business management major. So I was trying to get into my own business and like running other people's businesses. But I was just like, why even do all that when I could just, you know, do that and implement what I learned. And I still like have the knowledge. I just don't have the means right now because things are different. So we go get into that. But back then I didn't really have no bills. I didn't have no car note, no car insurance. I just had that little bit of rent I had to pay. Then when my boyfriend moved in, he paid half of it. So I was Gucci. I had food stamps. I started making this money, you know what I'm saying, with my business. And then when I started making the money, you know, I was just like, okay, this what works. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna I just started blowing up on Instagram. I started blowing up on TikTok. I started getting orders out of nowhere. But my thing was, I make the money, but one goal that I have never reached in the business, even though I was at a six-figure business because I had high ticket items, but one goal that I never reached was doing like 100 orders in 1 week. That's one goal I don't think I ever reached. 100 orders in a day or 100 orders in a week. I think that was the goal. But somehow I still made 6 figures. But the things I sold, my ideas was never seen before. Like, it was original. Everything I thought of, all the ideas, I tried. And if it did good, I kept doing it. I remixed it. I added my little split on there. And I had people copying me. I felt flattered, yeah. But at the same time, it started getting discouraging because I'm like, damn, like, everything I do, y'all bite off of, y'all copy. Even now, like, when I started my business back again, like, they start biting. But I was like, damn, I can't have nothing to myself without a bigger company trying to copy me. Like, it was just weird. And I fell out with a lot of business people. A lot of business people was hating on me, didn't want to be friends with me because they said I was doing this, they said I was doing that. They felt like I was copying. And I was like, I never even seen you before. You know what I'm saying? And then when I finally see you and then you finally see me or whatever, and then you be like, oh, I feel like they trying to bite my style. I have my own style of everything. You know what I'm saying? So at the time, I was selling stuff that I was supposed to be selling, copyright infringement products, and that is what got me. That's what led me to my downfall. And not being financially responsible and being like fed up with my business, not want to do it no more because the people, customer service, doing everything yourself. I did everything myself. I designed everything myself. Everything that you saw from my business, if you knew me from the OGK accessories, I built my Instagram up to 30,000 followers. I still have my TikTok. I'm at 160 something thousand or whatever, but I mean, I think 120, 160, 120. But if y'all seen, like, I did everything myself, from the edits, from the flyers, from ordering the inventory, from doing the, you know what I'm saying, budgeting, from everything that pertains to a business, I did. Inventory, filling orders. I have no assistants, none. And when the few times I did have assistants, I was so frustrated with trying to teach people stuff. I was like, you know what, never mind. Like, I got it. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like mind blowing that I reached them type of heights. And I'm going to insert pictures of my revenues and stuff because I would never lie. Because y'all, I don't even know if y'all know me for real. K Accessories, like, y'all, if y'all never heard of me, I was that girl. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't recently had my downfall into 2020, the middle of 2020, so 2022, I mean. So yeah, so what happened was I didn't know that I couldn't sell other brands' logos onto products that they didn't sell or stuff like that. So I was selling phone cases, bunnies. I made boxes of stuff. I made bundles. I was doing it big, baby. I was doing it big. So I couldn't sell that stuff. So I didn't know that. But what made me mad was Instagram deleted my Instagram. Everybody that was like a business like me that sold similar products, their Instagrams got deleted. And I think it's because it was a new policy they had implemented now. It was like copyright policy on Instagram. Like, they'll delete your whole Instagram. And I was wondering why they was deleting all my other Instagrams and they wasn't deleting my business. I was like, why are they deleting my Instagrams and I didn't do anything? And I was trying to figure it out. And then I ain't figured it out until they deleted my my business page, and they told me why, and I was just like, what the fuck? Y'all could have just deleted that. They deleted all my Instagrams, my personals, my every other business I made as a branch off to that, when I was selling hair oil, lip gloss, charms. I did a lot of stuff, y'all, and I was so successful. I didn't have nobody that was motivating me, or another financially secure partner that was on the same level as me that could have benefited and we could have built something together. Even when I had started losing everything, my last successful month after I had lost everything, I made $14,000. I had like $10,000 to $15,000 in my bank account saved up already, and I was living off that for a long time until like the summertime of 2022. I got me a new place. That's when I broke up with my partner, and I was going through a lot. At my lowest, y'all, that nigga, like, literally at my lowest, y'all, I was already going through things with my business, like, and then I started going through things with my relationship. I stopped wanting to do my business because people start being so rude. People would just do chargebacks, so they'll get the product and then they'll say they never got it, and then the money is coming from me. I'm losing money both ways. I'm losing money on product and I'm losing money on, you know what I'm saying, because I got to pay back the bank, and they charge you a percentage because you get a chargeback. Like, so for a $150 order, I'm finna be paying like $265. You get what I'm saying? So like, it was just like, it started to get to me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I started getting discouraged. I'm like, damn, like, I'm spending a lot of money on these chargebacks, and I'm not winning most of them because they just lying. They always side with the customer. Then I started getting annoyed because I used to get a lot of emails. I was just overwhelmed. I needed an assistant. But when I thought that I was finna elevate, y'all. I was finna get an office. I was finna get a warehouse, or I was finna get me a Benz, or I was finna get me a BBL. That's how much money I was having. And I was like, shit, why don't I start doing other things? That's when I started doing other things. Like, some told me, like, damn, start doing other things. I started my hair care line thing. I did wholesale charms. I even tried to start a clothing brand. Like, I was trying to do it big. Like, I was trying to have KE everything. Like, you know how Fenty, how she got Fenty Beauty, Fenty Lingerie, Fenty this, da da da. I was trying to follow in the footsteps of a mogul, baby. That's what I was trying to get at, like, bro. And then all that stuff started happening. My Instagram got deleted. Then that was my main target audience, y'all. My main customer base was Instagram. Them the girls that were buying, honey. TikTok, to be a bunch of broke, no shade, be a bunch of broke people, window shopping, and little kids that be like, oh, I want this for free. And no, they used to get on my nerves because I used to spend hours on live, you know, pushing my product. Yeah, I did a lot of work to get here. Like, I did a lot of work, and for people try to steal from me, and then people try to ask stuff for free, or be like, oh, like, it was just weird. They're beefing with other businesses. Well, whatever, no beef was one-sided because they were beefing with me, but yeah. And then I was in a relationship, and the relationship was just so bad and mentally draining. Like, I started not even wanting to do it no more. And then when my stuff started getting deleted, oh yeah, my website they started holding my money. Strike started holding my money. Now that is where I started just saying, fuck it, hang up the towel, throw in the towel. Strike started holding my money. My website, Shopify, they started deleting my they had gave me 48 hours to delete my website, all type of stuff. And it kept happening with Instagram. They kept deleting my Instagram back to back 3 times in 2022. They deleted my Instagram again when I tried to start it back up, when I had some money to invest, when I tried to spin the block, when I tried to try other things. Everything that I tried, there are other loopholes, everything a way around it, they started shutting me down. They kept finding a problem with it. They like, oh, you can't sell self-defense keychains, or you can't do bear boxes, oh, now you can't sell hair oil. Like, bro, I swear to God, they be targeting black businesses on my soul. Shopify, they, like, don't never let us, if you're not sure about the product you sell, don't never let a Shopify rep review your page at all, unless you got all your paperwork with everything, even with selling beauty products. They shut me down. They shut my other page down too. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? I didn't know what to do, and I didn't know none of this stuff for y'all. So that's why I was just shocked. I was just like, I wasn't trying to get sued for, you know, copyright infringement or anything like that. So I just stopped and ceased everything, and I just started back to the basics. Even my bracelets, some of my bracelets started being designer. My biggest bracelets was designers. So now I gotta go back to the drawing board. I tried everything I could. They still was knocking that. So now, lately, this year, I just got back into it or whatever. I got my Instagram back over 10K, and now I'm slowly just again, because I'm not the passion for it. It's not even the passion. I don't have the money like I used to. Just no shade. Like with everything now, I'm a single mom again. I got plenty of bills. I got plenty of stuff I want like now. But the lifestyle I was living, I miss that lifestyle. Like I miss being able to buy anything when I wanted to buy it, even though I didn't. Well, I did buy a lot of clothes, like and stuff like that. But I wish like that I had somebody with me that was the same financial level and the same mindset, because my partner started getting jealous of me and getting mad at me about like my success and how I got there, and as if you didn't watch me get there. You get what I'm saying? So it was just hard. So yeah, he was like, oh, I gotta go to work and you don't. And I was just like, what? But yeah, so it was just hard. Like he was just like mad as hell. Like one time he seen my account and he was just like, basically like, oh, and you act like that about, and I'm like, bro, if I don't be stingy, like I'm always helping you out. You never pay me back. Like I'm always slacking. I even left my first apartment in my name. Now it's on my credit for him because he couldn't afford his half of the rent. I could though, but I'm not gonna be paying all the bills. I already bought all the furniture in the house. Literally down to, we only went half on the bed. The furniture in the living room, the tables, everything I bought. So it was just like, I don't know. I didn't have nobody motivate me. Then during that time, it was just like an aha moment for my family, for him, for everybody. And I just felt like so ashamed, and I felt like so like discouraged and embarrassed. So I don't know. I don't know if I ever will get back to that level again. I said I did it once and I can do it again. But I don't know. Now I'm into content creating, and yeah, I'm making money doing it, but it's not as nearly as much money. Hopefully one day it will be. But yeah, it was just discouraging. I feel like I didn't have nobody telling me like, oh, you don't need to put all your eggs in one basket. That's why I felt like I fucked up. I put all my eggs in one basket. I only had one source of income. That was my business. And that's why I've shot myself in the foot. So now I'm working a 9-to-5. I end up having to get a job in the end of 2022. So it's October 2022. And I'm still there at the same job because it pays well. Yeah, so the job paid well. I'm still maintaining, you know what I'm saying, the bills I got and stuff like that. And I did have to cut back on a lot of things that I used to have, but I'm actually okay. I'm not as stressed. I'm not stressed of having to get orders out. I still have a few orders, you know what I'm saying, here and there, but it's not at the magnitude it was at. Not saying that I don't want success again, not saying I don't want the money again and all that extra stuff, but I want the passion again, to love it, you know what I'm saying. And it's just like I got back into that. Now I'm just like okay with it, but now I feel like I need that push. I need to set aside and start back investing into my business. Now I don't see no growth like I used to, like I did before, because I'm not really investing in it like I did before. So I know the problems, I know what I'm doing, like I know like where my mess ups are, and I know what I can do better, but it's just all about time, like, and it's all about finding the funds. A lot of people don't have the funds to fund their business, and that's why sometimes you don't be successful, you know, and you're not putting the time in, you're not doing this, you're not doing the marketing, you're not doing social media. Like I know why I'm where I am, because I just put through in the towel. I kept saying I wasn't gonna give up, but now that I'm making this video, I came to the realization that I kind of gave up. But I told myself this year, the end of this year and beginning of the next year, I'm gonna get back into it, because even though, yeah, now I have multiple sources of income still, but I still could still do that and still get myself back on track. Like I know how to build a business, baby. I taught somebody else, a couple people, how to be successful in their business. Never thanked me, never paid me either, but I was just a good person, you know what I'm saying? I used to always be that person too, to like share information without trying to get paid for it. That's why I don't know, I felt like I was so blessed, because I was used to help literally anybody, but I had to learn to stop doing that, because yeah, you can't just give all your information out for free and help people and they surpass you and then they act like they don't know you. That's how it be, and that's literally how it happened to me. So yeah, not saying I was jealous of their success. I was happy for them. Like I literally read them like a book. Like I analyzed their business, their website, everything, and they changed everything, and they did everything I said. Literally blew up and start acting real funny, but it's cool though. But yeah, y'all, I gotta go from here. Make sure y'all like this video and subscribe to my channel. That's how I went from making 6 figures. Now I'm back to a 9 to 5. I mean, I still average about, I ain't gonna tell y'all that. I ain't gonna tell y'all all that. I ain't gonna, cause I don't know who watch it. No, I don't get food stuff no more. They cut me off. They cut me off, honey. They've been cutting me off, actually. But yeah, so now I'm actually content with not having, I'm making like, I wouldn't say financially free. I would say financially stable right now. I'm financially stable right now. I want to be financially free. That's what I want to get at. You know what I'm saying? I'm still okay, comfortable and stuff like that. But I want to be able to, and that's what I'm working towards, and that's what I'm going to get back to, because Periana. But yeah, y'all, make sure y'all like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.